Louisiana, home of the Bayou Bengals and the stadium called Death Valley since the late 50s. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Gets rid of it. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella. Get the six. Get the pick six.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
More statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
This offense has it with really good field position. Give to the running back. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Catch in the middle. It's Davis. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Now, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. A designed run for the quarterback. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
And the Noles come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Here's the handoff. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be changing the route. Scanning the field. It's Nussmeier. Pucks it out of the air. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure, but man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run the toss. There he goes. Oh, that was touchdown Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished things off with a 32-yard run to the house. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Applewhite. Caught over the middle, it's Robinson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's McCoy. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. The Seminoles will hustle to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Florida State.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Lucas. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Second down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pittman. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab on the left. There he goes! Now the connection takes it to the 11. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll test the right side. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to Davis. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Back to pass, it's Applewhite. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And the try is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
They'll try the run. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
That cornerback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Quickly out to the tight end. Out across the 25 to the 26, but needed a little bit more. It'll be 4th down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with a turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to him. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Now on the move. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Motion from the back. Might be calling a hot route. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Fires downfield. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And
for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket, and good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB, nowhere to go with the football.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Caught in the backfield, it's Durham. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Absolutely center cut. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Texas A&M is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Kyle Field, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to South Carolina. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, fortunate to get it back.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Got him downfield. He's loose down the left side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Knowles! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the return man is stopped, and now they'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hilton. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Got a man. It's Anderson. He's down into the 27. They can't stop the clock, and this is a first down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to take off. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. You could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He's going for the big play. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Durham. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Snagged in the middle, it's Anderson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starting this 3rd quarter on the ground. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Caught close to the marker, it's Brown. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Got a lot of room to the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers! Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And he puts through the extra point. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Fires to the middle. He makes a catch and works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warrick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think of swag, Reese. Just guys that I know I could throw to the outside that had swag that could take it to the house and make big plays.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Caught near the sticks. It's McCoy. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Finds a tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Got it in the middle, it's Robinson. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Setting up the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They've got the screen set up. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
And those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Let's it fly. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense, take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
From his end zone, needs to be careful here. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Fires into the end zone. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference. So they'll give up the 15 yards on the pass interference penalty, but that's certainly better than giving up a touchdown in the end zone. Final play of the quarter coming. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll try to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Seminoles. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter.
LSU 17, Florida State 14.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling to catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. Just needs a crack to get a return. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39.
First and 10.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They'll run it to the right. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. That's caught. It's McCoy. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the move. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? Leaves it with the back. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the 2nd level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
The Noles are moving quickly down the field. They'll move the tight end. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
A field goal attempt from here would be 54 yards. They'd love to pick up a few on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Applewhite. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. Amidst a den of deafening noise, he'll try to tie the game. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Sends it back in motion. He'll take it himself. It's a running room. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down for this offense. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And most quarterbacks will tell you, if they start to drift and throw off their back foot, their balance isn't as good, and you're more inclined to miss like he did right there.
Handoff from the gun. He gets it inside the 40, but he stopped at the 39, and that's not quite enough for the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own 1. And they don't pick up anything right there, but at least they avoid getting tackled in their own end zone. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. To throw, it's Applewhite. Got his man quickly. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes a grab past the marker. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Here's the pressure. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. And the Noles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. He's going up top here late in the game. Brings it down on the right side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completions somewhere out on the field to get back in this game.
Dropping back, it's Applewhite. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's White. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
The Seminoles didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And what a play by the defense, right? You got the lead, but your backs are up against the wall down in your own red zone. Someone's got to be able to step up and make a play. And he delivers in the end zone, getting the INT, preserving his team's lead here late.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.